Morning, y'all. It's Monday morning, another exciting week ahead. How are you this wonderful morning, Orla?
Good.
You said hello? Say morning, y'all.
Yeah.
Really loudly.
Just say good morning, everybody.
Go and shout morning, y'all right down there.
Good morning.
Thanks for all the suggestions for more live feeds. Got lots coming hopefully this week. So today's question, what are some of the biggest challenges for new golfers? Like, I'm tempted to do a whole vlog on this. So our eldest played in her first competition over the weekend, and obviously she's got all the help she needs and support from me and her mum. There was one kid who played whose parents didn't play, which was really impressive. But what are some of the biggest challenges, adults and kids, that stop them or make it hard for them to start? Let's hear you down there. I think this is such an interesting subject, and one talked about so often, I think, from within the box. Does that make sense? It's talked about by golfers who are members at clubs, who are in the right circles, and just do not take for granted, I think, some of the massive hurdles that are out there when trying to get started in this game. Hit the comment section up down below, hit the thumbs up button. Come on, are you getting a bit lazy again? Hit that thumbs up button if you're watching and you do enjoy the daily vlogs. Don't be afraid, as always, to subscribe. So today's video, as always, Monday, brought to you by golfonline.co.uk. We got last week's winner going to be announced at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. Now this week, if you want to win this Garmin Approach 30, I think it's called, Approach 30, all you need to do is follow that link in the description, follow the instructions on it, and you could be winning the Garmin Approach 30. It's a great little device, GPS, gives you all your kind of trackings and screen, you can keep score with it and give you your distances, front, middle, back, and all those kind of things. Down in the link below. Thank you to golfonline.co.uk. Right, made it to Torquay. James has come for a lesson. Let's see if we can help him.
Put a club down, and where I'm thinking I'm aiming 10 yards right,
Yeah.
I'm actually aiming 40 yards right.
Okay, so you think it's your alignment that's costing you, so you want some ideas of how... So if you were to line up better, you would hit less bad shots.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, let's we'll look at it.
It's only like the...
Aim is functional. If I pop you in that corner. So your mates are saying you aim right, is that what you're saying, isn't it?
Yeah, so they'll put a club down,
Yeah, and you're aiming 40
and my
yards
feet
right.
are like massively right.
Well, your path is constantly going left, like 3 or 4 left. So the club path is going this way.
Yeah.
Your face to path has a tendency to line up with that path, and sometimes even close to it because you have a right hand grip which is a bit strong.
Yeah.
So you can hit pull draws.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's like 80 yards left.
Yeah.
With power.
Yeah.
You've got plenty of speed. So the natural defence on that is to aim 40 yards right, because then you can only miss 40 yards left.
Mm.
Just think about aim and what it means to him. His brain sees 0, so he thinks he should aim straight, swing straight, have the club face straight. That's kind of where lots of people think they should be. But he actually aims right. We worked out about 7 degrees. Then he swings 3 to 7 degrees left with the path of the 0, not his feet. So it's like 14 degrees away from his foot line. And because of his grip, which I'll show you in a second, that face can be straight with his left path, straight pulls, and left of it. So we're not afraid to hit it miles offline. So first off, we changed his grip to try and challenge his ideas of aiming and what it means for him. Let's show you what we did with his grip. So show me where your right hand was. Okay, so if we open up this hand, I'll keep it on the club. So it's kind of going almost through the palm.
Yeah.
With these fingers kind of really getting over on the grip.
Yeah.
I want these fingers to disappear under because, yeah, this part of your hand needs to get more up the side of the club, so it's going to get the right hand on top. A bit more. Not from the shoulder though, remember? Yeah. Good. And then in turn, as you do that, you're not letting the face twist.
Yeah.
Which to you will feel weak.
Yeah.
Not as powerful.
Definitely, yeah.
Good effort. Not the best strike in the world, so it's a bit shorter, but now the pattern is more to the right.
Yeah.
So I would argue now your temptation would be to aim a little bit up the left. So your aim is going to always react to your pattern. His grip change now made him miss more on the right, so it's now completely challenged his ideas of aim. Because aim's going to be so based on function, so lots of people want to kind of fix their aim, but they're aiming in certain ways, often for a reason. It's not that they just can't aim, because when I actually test people on aim alone, most people's aim, like kind of seeing a line, say if I use a laser or something, get them to shoot even at different angles, like say shoot a laser at this angle, most people are pretty precise. Yep. That's us. That's England.
Let's answer your questions.
Hey Matt,
Hey.
loving the vlogs, brah. Can you come forward a lot on my backswing, my downswing, so I kind of topple forward a little bit, which is kind of ruining strike a lot. I'm confused though, where should my foot pressure be? So as I come on my backswing and I load up and then I come back from a downswing and post up, where should the pressure of my feet be between my left foot? Is that the heel? Is that the toes? Is that my shoelace area? I'm confused, help. Cheers, brah.
Your pressure in the ground is a bit dynamic and it varies very much from player to player. So when I've used pressure plate stuff with golfers, which I've used many times, it has to be functional. So people will push in the ground subject to speed, subject to shot shapes they want to hit as well, subject to highs and lows. It can be affected in many ways. But some basic rules that you can kind of start with. Let's say it starts on the middle of your feet, you want it to go. So from here, as you move back, you want to feel it moving slightly into the heel here. Then it will move a little bit towards this toe, then doubling back onto the heel as you come through. That's your generalised pattern. Now if you are toppling forwards, which I do see from quite a few golfers, and it's affecting strike, you need to do something like this. Alignment stick on the ground, balls of your feet standing on the alignment stick, make swings, so turning bodies, feeling like you're going back and forwards. Feel like your pressure isn't tipping onto your toes, feel like it's staying on the balls of your feet and then finishing on the heel of this one. Great drill. Do it with loads of students. It really allows them to identify where their pressure is, where they're pushing into the ground, and their kind of tendencies. Get that cane on the ground. You can use a club, so use the shaft and feel where your pressures are kind of pushing. Don't want them going over onto those toes if you're kind of struggling with shanks or any kind of heel strikes, pushing those forwards. Hope that helps. So because he missed right, we had to deal with his lie, so the way he was toe ending the club down dramatically. We talked about trying to get him feeling of laying the shaft down, flattening left wrist, all the normal ideas, but think about it, at the start he thinks it's aim. Him and his friends are thinking it's only aim, where actually it's to do with hold and the way then he delivers the club. So to show you the results of him kind of flattening the wrist, trying to flatten that shaft pitch off a little bit. So see the tightness back?
Yeah.
Yeah. And downswing. Yeah, it's good. So that just feels loads more around your body, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But the lie of the club now was only 1 degree out.
Okay.
So before you were delivering club like 6-7 degrees toe down.
Yeah.
Because you were stacking that shaft. Now because you're trying to lay it down, it's very different. Half was actually 0 on that one rather than 4s and 7s out to in. So swinging at that line in front of you.
Yeah.
And you delivered the lie, which is why we're going to start getting some better shots, I said. But it only works with your grip being more on top.
Yeah.
Right hand more on top. That different feeling of path and lie delivery will make you be able to aim where you think you're swinging.
Yeah.
So we had the lie starting to fix, grip starting to fix path as well as lie and as well as direction. Biggest thing now was this player's strike, not afraid to jam it into the neck. So we started to play the strike game. So I wanted him to find out where the toe was. As soon as you get amateurs to realise that they're allowed to try and hit the ball on different parts of the face and discover what that feels like and try and repeat those feelings, it completely empowers them to do kind of a different level of self-analysis, because strike has always got to be your first port of call into direction. So if a ball is going offline and you've struck it out in the middle of what feels like the middle good strike, kind of middle of the bat hit, and it goes offline, there's a problem. If you are mishitting it offline, that's a very different problem to the one out the middle offline. It's got to be the first port of call. So we had a little bit of a strike gameplay with this player. Look at the results. So middle towards toe, as predicted. So you got a few feelings going on, haven't you? It's flattening the wrist, Getting that backswing to come more towards you, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then actually try and hit some out the toe until you're hitting too many out the toe, and then you can just turn that foot off.
Yeah.
And that is getting you to hit target a lot more. It's good. Where'd you hit that, do you think?
Heel.
Do you? I'm not sure. No, you're right. Low heel. So that one worries me.
Yeah.
Because that turns into your shank if you're not careful. That's where we need to get you more skilled at finding where the toe is.
Yeah.
Right, there you go. Let's do last week's winner. I'm back in Torquay, if anyone was wondering. I'm now at boys football. It's a bit of a to and fro Torquay day. So the winner of the Wilson kit last week was Afron Davies. He has been contacted. Well done, Afron. Now, if you want to win that Garmin G30, down in the links down there, follow that link, sign up. You got a chance of winning. Doesn't matter if you've already signed up, you can sign up again. You got a chance of winning in next week's daily vlog. So I love today's lesson because it showed you, didn't it? This is where I think lots of online conversations break down, which again, it's so important you go and have a one-to-one lesson. He was adamant, and his friends, that it's aim. So we could have gone down a massive conversation about aim, when actually it boiled down to his perception of aim and what it's all about. It's more that I had to challenge him on his angles, wasn't it? Club path was nowhere near where he thinks it was. Even face wasn't where he thought it was. And this is where I think lots of people trip up when they're kind of self-diagnosing. So this week I'm going to be doing lots of swings from Twitter. So where last week it was Instagram week, this week is Twitter week at 4golfonline. So if you follow me at 4golfonline, the number 4golfonline, just tweet on my timeline your swing. If I DM you my email for you to send me that swing, and there's a chance you'll get on the daily vlog the next day. See you all tomorrow. Thanks for all watching. Boys football, very windy. Let's go and see what they're up to.